Hello, I'm Richard from RSL Engineering, and today we're about to go off to Oliver's Agriculture at Luton. They're a class JCB dealer. They've got a dynamometer, and we want to be going over there today to test the hydraulic PTO that we've created for Unimogs. There will be other applications of this hydraulic PTO as well. It could actually be mounted, the motor could be mounted straight on the drawbar of an implement you're towing. So instead of having a PTO drive, which for whatever reason could get bound up when you're turning, overheating, that type of thing, or the pain factor of greasing the things, apart from the safety factor as well, because obviously they've got to be guarded up. Hydraulic drive, this particular mog's got a high output, high pressure auxiliary hydraulic system on it, which is over and above the hydraulics it's already got. So we're using this particular system. It's all set up. It's got its own obviously tanks. It's got its own cooling system, everything. So it's ready to go. We just pipe into that system, and it will run the PTO. Now this particular mog will produce 125 litres a minute at 300 bar pressure. So we're hoping to get 67 horsepower and 1100 newton meters of torque, which is what the hydraulic motor manufacturer has told us that it should be capable of, which is a great, 67 horsepower. Yes, it'd be nice to have more, but on a hydraulic PTO, that's a lot. And also the 1100 newton meters of torque is massive. That's actually a staggering amount. Consider the engine, the diesel engine in this Unimog is 231 horsepower, 6-cylinder diesel. It only produces 800 newton meters of torque. So this PTO has the potential to outdo the engine. So where it might, be nice to have a higher horsepower, it's got the torque backup and the reserves in the torque to power a lot of heavy duty equipment basically. So we should be running mowers with it, wood chippers, this type of thing. This one is 540 PTO RPM only. Maybe next time I shall try and find a Unimog that has the double auxiliary system with it, the third and fourth service. Because then you can tie the two services in and get 250 litres a minute, which if we can use the same PTO motor, and in that case we'd have 125 horsepower, which again is for a hydraulic PTO is very substantial. So we're going to take a ride up to Oliver's today, get it put on the dyno, and we can get the results to you later. It should take us about 45 minutes to get there. Always good to have a ride out in the Mog. My lovely old 1500 unfortunately sold now and gone, which is a shame because it really was a great vehicle. And this U400 is the replacement. It's going to be our show vehicle, demo vehicle, so it's going to have all the extras on. This particular one, so 231 horsepower. It's got the full working range of gears, plus auxiliary hydraulic PTO, front PTO. It's a good spec Unimog, and most importantly on days like this, air conditioning, which the old one certainly never had. It was very hot in that old vehicle. You've got to ask yourself sometimes, do I need a Unimog? You look at your business, you look at your business and think, well, I could use it for this, I could use it for that. Invariably the answer is no, but you still find a way of justifying it and having one. That sort of vehicle really, almost a status symbol. We're going to have a nice steady ride. It's the first time out on these new wheels and tyres. See how they go. So we'll have a nice little ride and we'll update you when we get there.
Gives a bit of a push. We have to pump the wheel up. Perfect.
I want to see if it's going to foil, basically. and he's not going to know the heat oil.
Oh, okay.
So I always stop the test if I get warning light.
Yeah, no, I can.
If I've had a,
We can do an auto test, or we can do a constant power test.
I think maybe a constant light because you just don't know.
Yeah, and
It's never had a load on it.
No, okay.
Well, John is hooking this one up at the moment to this dynamometer. The spec should be, fingers crossed we're hoping for, 67 horsepower, but 1100 newton meters of torque.
Just push them seats back in a bit.
I'm really quite nervous. It's actually cost many thousands of pounds in development just to get to this stage, and at the moment it's on a promise that the hydraulic system, the auxiliary hydraulic system on the Mog is good, and what the motor manufacturer, hydraulic motor manufacturer, told us is correct. The moment of truth. It could also be that there's not enough hydraulic reservoir in the system. It has cooling fans and radiators on it, but it could be that there's not enough oil capacity, cooling capacity, to work this PTO. We don't know at the moment because it's going to. We can easily rectify that. I've already got the system worked out. It costs about £1,000 to rectify it if we don't have the cooling capacity. But it'd be nice because obviously we've then got to pass that on to you, the customer. So hopefully we don't need it. This is why if we can do a constant test on it, we've got a constant load on, we can get that oil warmed up, and we're going to know if it's going to work. Back to the Mog here is a cooling radiator and 2 cooling fans. So when that starts, you'll see a load of air and probably dust that will kick out the back. That's when the fans come on basically, and it's going to start cooling the system down. I like a bit of gaffer tape. That's what we do. That's exactly the figure.
67, round out, that's 540.
Yeah, I'm really happy at that.
Might keep up a little bit smaller. Come on,
at the moment the cooling fans are not coming. So it's managing this load lovely. I'll be interested to convert the 655 pound-foot of torque to Newton meters. It's doing 67 horsepower, which is exactly what we were hoping for. 60 kilowatts, 887 Newton meters. Enough 900 Newton meters of torque, so slightly down on the torque.
we're back on the horsepower. Now the torque might be good. Yeah, we've got to take a look at the red star.
Oh, the red star, yeah. Back on that. Oliver's. Just heading back to the yard now, nearly back. Obviously we've dyno tested the PTO and I am very, very happy with the results. I've been thinking on the way back why we only achieved 900 Newton meters of torque instead of 1100 Newton meters. Still a very, very good figure. 900 Newton meters that's powerful. But I was thinking the only thing I couldn't check when we're setting up the PTO is the pressure, because even though I put the flow meters on, so I knew we were pushing out 125 litres of flow, slightly more, but because there was no load on the PTO, I couldn't check the pressure. And it's very difficult to actually check the pressure. Ideally, I should have had the pressure gauge fitted there while it was on the dyno, and I could have had a look at the time. Now, the system's meant to be giving out 300 bar pressure. Now, from my experience with excavators, I know that what the manufacturer says the pressure should be, not always what is actually delivered. Generally they're sort of 20 to 30 bar down at least, which if this is, you know, it's meant to be 300 bar pressure, but if it's only running 270 bar, then that extra 30 bar pressure might just be the difference of that extra 200 Newton meters. I'll have a word with the hydraulic motor manufacturer about it, but I'm not really worried. 900 Newton meters at 67 horsepower is more than it's brilliant. It will run the mowers, your slurry pumps, tankers, wood chippers, things like this. So I'm not worried in the slightest about the results in that lack of 200 Newton meters. And we can even have a look at maybe boosting the system a bit. Hang on, one bit bump. Hold on. There we go. Oh, that one. Yeah, maybe just in case of turn the pressure relief up on the Mog and, you know, get a bit more pressure if required. But the cooling system coped fine. We've had a nice ride out. We got pretty lost on the way back. Not allowed down the motorways. It's quite a simple route, but because you're not down motorways with this, it's agricultural. Then we had to sort of meander our way through a bit. But anyway, we're gonna post these results online. I'll put some videos out there, things like this, and hopefully we'll catch you later.